Hello. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. You're here today on this special webinar because we are selling the Tumble Gym bus, and I want to be able to explain to you everything about the business so that you know that this is going to be the right one for you. So go ahead and get pen and paper, and you're going to be writing lots and lots of notes. All right, so if you have any questions, go ahead and write them on the side. I've muted everyone, so we shouldn't be able to hear anyone. So go ahead and write your questions. All right, just going to make that bigger. So I'm going to start here, the Tumble Gym bus. So it's a mobile gym for kids. It's run here in San Diego County. It's mostly established in North County of San Diego. I started it in 2006. I bought it from Boston, Massachusetts. I bought what we call now the Star Bus. It was just shipped out here. Didn't even drive it, didn't even see it, just had it shipped out, but it's evolved since then. So basically the Tumble Gym bus, we offer mobile gymnastics programs for preschool aged children. In North County of San Diego, we do birthday parties and classes that are action-packed and fully interactive while promoting the importance of healthy living. Our curriculum teaches the fundamentals of gymnastics with music, dance, and games. And now we also have two buses. We also have the Bubble Bus, which we have acquired a few years back, and we call that one the Bubble Bus. They both pretty much look almost exactly the same now. What happened was we bought the first one, we used it for years and years and years, then we bought the second one, we made it look fabulous, and then the first one looked like crap, so we had to redo the second one, or the first one. So now they look almost identical. All right, let me tell you a little bit about myself. First of all, I'm 37 years old. I grew up in San Diego County almost my whole life. I went to school at Cal State San Marcos to become a teacher, a special ed teacher. I have 3 teaching credentials, and I did that for a flash of my life. And then I decided this wasn't what I wanted to do. And that's when I bought the bus. And that's what I did. So I'm a mom. I have my 2 little cute babies that are there in the middle with my husband. And then this past year, our family has journeyed into foster parenting, where we were able to foster a little boy for the last almost year and a half. I also am an athlete. I train for many races. This year I did my first sprint triathlon. I did a few half marathons, and I'm excited to see what the future holds as far as my training and all of that. So, all right, let's keep moving on. This webinar today is really different just because I want it to be super personal. I want to explain to you everything that is involved with the business, and I want you to be able to ask questions and make it a low pressure environment so that you can ask those questions. I want to give you all the information basically so that you know that this business is for you. I want to get rid of any fears or preconceived notions that you might have about the business. So, all right, so like I said, get your pen and paper out. We're going to start going. And I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty of it, right? First of all, I'm going to take you back to the year 2006. I had just had my daughter. I was still teaching in a public school setting, but I just knew that's not where I wanted to be. I knew there was more out there for me. I hated looking at my paycheck and knowing that I was going to get the same every month, knowing that if I tried harder, I still got the same amount. And so that's when I decided I really wanted to be an entrepreneur. I really wanted to be creative and get paid to be creative. I wanted more balance in my life. And so that's when I decided to take a leap of faith, and I just bought the first bus, sight unseen, had it shipped out here, didn't even know if it would work, but I knew that failure was not going to be an option for me. I knew I had to keep, paying the bills and making money. And so I did whatever it took to make that business run. And to be honest, when I first got it, it paid for itself. I wasn't making a dime, but it paid all of its bills all by itself with just my first few accounts. So it was one of those things that was meant to be. The lady had said that I was the first one that called her, and I was the first one to put the deposit down. So it just all worked, and I have built it to be a thriving business that it is today. So, all right. So when you purchase the Tumble Gym Bus business, what are you going to get? Well, first of all, of course, you're going to get the two fully equipped buses. They're both International Carpenter buses. They're automatics. You do not need a special driver's license to drive either one of these buses. That's one of the main questions that I always keep getting. They both run really, really well. They both have tons of equipment inside of them. They're super, super clean. The carpets are clean. The walls are clean. All the equipment is clean. There's no damages on the outside of the buses. Oh, and I meant to put in the mileage there, but you know what? I don't know what the mileage is off the top of my head. That's something we can discuss when you call me. So yeah, those are the buses. You get two buses. What else do you get? What kind of equipment are you going to get? Well, you are going to get tons of equipment. Each bus is fully stocked. So each bus has that red beam right there. Each bus has that trampoline. Each bus has the wedge. They have sit and spins. They have hula hoops. They have balls. They have beanie babies. They have bubbles. Each bus has Tumble Gym Bus t-shirts. Those we give away at registration time. Each bus has a slide that goes out the back door. What else we got? And then there's also, besides the equipment in both of the buses, there's also a brand new enclosed 10 by 12 tow trailer, and that is filled with tons of extra equipment. So we do lots of birthday parties, we have themes, and inside of that trailer, you're going to get, there's 6 stationary bikes for toddlers, and you're going to get all the themed party supplies. You're going to get mobile bars that the kids can hang on. You'll also get all the swings that are included in the bus. They can hang from the roof. And there's trapeze swings, there's like a flat circle swing, there's a sit and swing. There's tons of equipment. This business is ready to go, I'm telling you. And then here you can see in this picture the inside of the bus. You can see the walls are super clean. This is the Star Bus. This is the first bus that we bought. And since then, we've done the sidewalls, we've done the wheel wells there, we've redone them, and then we've done the outside paint job and all that too. So, all right, what else are you gonna get? Okay, so you're also gonna get a full year of lesson plans. Now, these lesson plans were created by me, but each lesson has a brief health lesson. So that's like the first 5 minutes of our lessons, where we either teach the kids about the different food groups, we teach the kids about the bones in their bodies, we teach the kids about the different colors of foods, how they're helpful for you. There's every lesson has a health lesson that goes with it. And then also in these lessons, there'll be like some suggested songs that you could play. There's going to be detailed directions for each skills. So we do about 4 to 5 skills in each lesson. And then each lesson also has a half sheet of piece of paper that the kids get to take home. And they take that home and they explain it to their parents, what they did on the bus. It just kind of gives the parents like a starting point of asking them what they did today instead of, what'd you do? I don't know. So that's each of the lessons. We also have themed lessons, and then we also have all of the holiday lessons that go with it. So you will not be stuck not knowing what to do, you'll be able to just walk in, look at the lesson, and start teaching tomorrow. All right, what else are you gonna get? Well, look at this high quality staff here. Look at them. All of our staff is trained. They already know the systems and processes that it takes to run these buses. There's a manager, a general manager, who knows how to work the software system that we use. There's 3 drivers, and I believe we're at 6 assistants. It might be 5, but there's already a staff in place. The buses are running by themselves, and it's ready for you and your learning curve on how to run this business. So, and then also all of our staff is fully live scan fingerprinted. That is something that when you go into the preschools that they're going to all ask. And some of our staff, not all, but they have the 6 ECE units, the early childhood education units. So that's another one that some of the preschools will ask for. All right, so what else are you going to get? Active accounts. Like I said, this business is running, it's thriving, it's doing really well. Currently, we have 10 active schools, and then in January, we're going to be adding 3 more accounts. So that's just going to be an added bonus. We have over 100 active students at $65 a month. So that's just the minimum of what you're going to be making. And then classroom management software. I use a software system called Jackrabbit. It is the best money that I spend every single month. It's basically the online registration for the parents. It processes credit cards, and it lets the parents register online. You can see how many students are in each class. You can print roll sheets from there. There's even so much more you can do that I don't even use on that software system. But and then also you can do payroll and time clock on that. So it's really a great management system. So all right, moving on. What else are you going to get? You're going to get a great reputation. So like I said, we've been in San Diego since 2006. We have a very good reputation on Yelp. We have all our reviews are 5 stars. We have super positive feedback on Facebook. The directors, we do a survey with them every year. High quality marks on all those surveys. And then the parents, the parents are constantly telling me, like, oh, I don't want to take my kid out of this, but we're moving to a new school. Or most of the reason why people don't do the Tumble Gym bus anymore is because they move on to kindergarten. I would say that's our #1 reason for dropouts. A lot of times, it makes me so happy. We have parents that put their 2nd and 3rd child through our program. They're that happy with it. So we have a great reputation. All right, and so are you ready to see the different ways that the bus can make money? Because it's not just with the weekly classes that we do, although that is the bulk of our income. So our weekly classes, they're 45 minutes long. Like I said, we start 5 minutes with a health lesson. We do 5 minutes of dancing and warm up. And then 30 minutes is skills instruction. Like I said, we do 4 to 5 skills each week, and they kind of play off of each other, so they build up on each of the skills. And then the last 5 minutes is review and socks and shoes. And I just realized that little girl has her shoes on backwards. How cute is that? All right, and then there's a maximum of 12 kids in each class. We usually have 2 instructors per class. You never know when a little one needs to use the restroom or someone gets a bloody nose or whatever. You don't want to have to take all the kids off the bus and go back to the preschool. So that's when it's really, really helpful to have the 2 instructors. So, all right, each school that we do, we have 1 to 3 classes at the schools. And then, like I said, each of these classes, you can do online registration and online payments, which makes it super, super easy for you as the owner, and just to keep it organized as far as the class rosters and things like that. All right, so the next way that we earn money is through our special events. Now, I do have to say that one of my weak points has been marketing. I do no marketing for special events. The only marketing that I do is just driving around on the freeways every single day. And most of our special events are from our current clients, previous clients, things like that. And most of them that we do are birthday parties. We have themed parties. We do Princess, we have Frozen, we have Mermaid, we have Dora, Angry Birds, we have the Lego movie, there's dinosaurs, tigers, or that's safari, sorry. We have cars and trucks, superheroes, pirates, mermaids. There's tons of things that we have. And like I said, each of those themed boxes are, you get those. The supplies, the decorations, the costumes, all of those are stored in our trailer that you also get. Some of our special events that we do drop-in shops, there's school carnivals, church festivals, we've done a few radio station events, we've done a few charger parties where the parents get to watch the party and or watch the game, and then we contain and entertain all the kids outside. We also do Tumble Bus in the park. And then one of our other special events that we do every year is Touch a Truck. We've done a few of those, and that's where the kids can climb in and honk the horns, and it's really, really great event. So, excuse me. All right, and then another way that the Tumble Bus earns some income is through advertisements. So what we do is we place the advertisement on the side of the windows, and it's a window curve that you can see out of the bus, but you can't see in. And then, so if you look at this picture right here where it says advertise here, that's where you would have another company put their ad. We currently do not have any as of right now, but we did do it in 2014, and it was a very a positive program. So what we do is we have different packages. There's even windows on the back of one of the buses that you can advertise on. And then you can also even add their swag into like a goodie bag for the birthday parties that you do on the weekends. But the places that you can get to advertise are, you can have pizza joints, you can have mommy services, yogurt places, dentists, any places, mommy products. There's just a whole slew of places that you could get to advertise. So, all right, are you still with me? All right, here we go. So the revenue, you're probably asking, what kind of income do we have? I took this chart right out of our software management, and it shows you the last 3 years of revenue that we brought in. 2013, I'm trying to think, I don't remember how many employees we had then, but you can see in 2014, it skyrocketed. It was a great year. I had an amazing staff. I was super involved in the company, and it just was really, really going well. And then you see also there's the summer months. There's June, July, and August. That is when people go on vacation. Preschools, their enrollment goes down. So our enrollment goes down. But to be honest, that's when I like to be home with my kids. I get to play. I enjoy more time off. So it's really, it's a win-win for me. So, and then 2015, I'm going to be honest with you right here. This is where we started fostering, and I unexpectedly really became a non-existent leader in the company. But to tell you the truth, the business kept running. It really did. I don't recommend you running the business this way, but It's, like I said, it's a turnkey business. It's ready to roll. It's still going. Um, but this is for you because you are in the right place at the right time. This, just like when I bought it, I really felt like I was in the right place at the right time. It was just one of those chance things that happened. So the two most important requirements for a major success, according to Ray Kroc, the owner of McDonald's, the founder of McDonald's, and not the founder of Padres, but so anyways, the two most important requirements for major success are, first, being in the right place at the right time. We've already established that is you. And then second, doing something about it, taking action, right? Nothing just falls in your lap. You have to do something about it. So basically, I just told you everything about the business. I'm not hiding anything, and I've showed you how to run it. I've showed you the business is ready to roll. It's a turnkey business. It's already established in San Diego, mostly in North County to be exact. And the systems and processes are set up so that it can run smoothly. That's a given. I've showed you how the bus makes money all by itself with no marketing whatsoever. Basically, just driving on the freeway is the only advertisement I've done. Now, imagine just how high you could go with it, how much money you could make with this business if you just advertise. I was looking at a kids magazine this morning thinking, gosh, if I just put an ad in this magazine, I wonder what would happen. So you are free to take it to wherever you want it to be. The other thing I showed you is how you as an owner can have as much time freedom as you want. I was able to train for runs. I was able to foster a baby, raise 3 kids, have a husband, and still make the business profitable. And you can too. So in my opinion, you already know if you want to be a part of this business, if you've made it this far in the webinar, right? Come on, I know you do. So you're in the right place at the right time, right? Here's the next step for you. The next step is for you to do something about this. It's for you to take the steps to success. But before you take the next step, I want to make sure that you have all your questions answered. So, are there any more questions? Okay. Then here's how you can literally take your next step. This is what you need to do. You need to pick up the phone and call me right now. Here's the phone number that you can reach me at. And here's my email. Or, I don't know if you can click on this link, but go ahead and click on that link and you can schedule an appointment and get access right to my calendar. And let's talk this weekend. I'll show you the buses. You can see the inside of it. You can see how everything runs. But let's get on the phone and chat how we can make this happen for you. How you can make this a dream, how you can own your own business, and how you can have time freedom and still be everything else you want to be. All right? All right. So I'll be looking forward to your phone calls, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by today and listening to this webinar. Have a wonderful weekend.